Hello, welcome to Lord Havoc's Marvel Champions custom content stream extravaganza. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good Halloween. I'm in the future. I'm in Australia, so we've already had our Halloween. I didn't get any trick-or-treaters at my house. My house is part two of a block of two houses, and so it's kind of hidden away from like the main street. I do think we had some in the street itself, but none of them come up to my house. It might have been the stay off the grass, get off my lawn sign that I've got out the front. No, I'm joking. I don't have that. I should though. I really should. I don't really have much of a lawn, but yeah. But anyway, Halloween's done for us. The stream that I did last night actually was the Halloween stream. I did plan. I completely forgot. It's really strange. October is what I call spooky month, and I've been watching like multiple horror films like every day this month as part of spooky month. That's what I do every year, and so I was really geared up for Halloween. And I think it was even on a stream I did with Runboy where we were talking about how Halloween I was going to do like a Halloween themed game and have the special Halloween deck that the custom community made, and various things like that. And I just completely forgot. And I think it's because I wasn't feeling too great for that week beforehand. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna blame. I'm gonna blame that. My brain made me forget on purpose because it hates me. But anyway, that's out of the way. This is part two. Welcome to part two of the Mr. Negative campaign. It's actually called the City in Chaos campaign, made by Andy N. What's his last name? Andy Norton, and I know him as Andy N on the custom content Discord. Part one was Mutagen Former and Sandman. Mr. Negative is part three. Scenario 3 in part 2 of the video. I didn't have enough time to do all three of them at once, which is what I wanted to do, but I didn't have that. But it also gave me a chance to speak to Andy. So Andy watched the video and he liked it, which is good. It's always good to hear that. He did point out that I did one thing wrong. I did the... This is not being shuffled. So, I think I can just grab them from the top. Yeah. No? Where are the cards? No. I'll just do it this way. So I did the shield card right. I do have the opportunity to change it to a different one if I so desire. But I chose not to, so that was apparently correct. But what I did do wrong was I put all of these in. Now the reason I did that is because the instructions say choose two not yet used Osborne Tech attachments at random and shuffle each into the encounter deck. Right. Hidio's on. Hideo Akira, Morgan Jurgen. Good morning to you too as well, sir. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's okay on your side. So I interpret that to mean that in scenario 1 you put in 2 at random, then in scenario 2 you put in another 2 at random, so you've got 4, and then in scenario 3 you put in the last 2. And away you go. Apparently that's not the case. What you do is at the end of scenario 1 you take out those 2 and put them aside, and then out of the 4 that are left you randomly select another 2 and put those 2 in, and then you get to scenario 3 and then repeat the process with the last 2. So I made the game harder on myself for no apparent reason. So because I've now done all 6, I actually can't remember what was in the first 2 scenarios now. So what I'm going to do to make it fair is I'm just going to put them all together in a deck, and I'm just going to grab 2. There you go. 1, 2. Boom. Let's get rid of the rest of them. I'm going to do that. It's the fairest way. So yes, I made it more difficult for myself for no real reason, which is typical me. But everything else is correct. I have this on the enhanced side now. Peter Parker. Personal Nightmare and Run Interference are the sets that I've got. So they're in there. We're good to go. I think we're good. 17 minus 5 is 12. He did mention also, because I asked in the game why the -5, and he just said it was basically just to sort of keep the tempo going. I still don't quite get it. I gotta be honest with you. It doesn't really seem to work thematically. But his explanation was that he just wanted it to be sort of fast paced to sort of get through all 3 scenarios to complete the campaign itself in one sitting. So yeah, make of it what you will. But I'm not going to complain about a free 5 points of damage. I can tell you that. Especially when I had 6 bad cards in there for no reason, like an idiot. All right, Demons Unleashed. The flavor text is down here. In the wake of the chaos caused by Sandman and his friends, Norman Osborn wins the race for mayor. Consumed with frustration, Martin Lee turns more deeply into his darker side as Mr. Negative. Negative unleashes his inner demons. He unleashes his inner demons to rampage across the city. Their goal, chaos. Their weapon, the Dark Force. So they're technically not demons. They're creatures of Dark Force, which is pretty cool. And Lee himself has discovered more of the Osborn tech used in the criminal attack. So there you go. So here's the set itself. Again, just looks sick. Absolutely sick. Sorry, Hideo's asked a question. Have you watched Agatha by any chance? No, I have not. I do not watch Marvel TV shows because they all suck. So I haven't even bothered to give it a shot. Most likely won't even watch Thunderbolts. Just don't care in any way. Have you watched it? Do you like it? Is it good? Let me know. If you say it's good, I'll give it a shot. So, Demons Unleashed, attached negative charge to Mr. Negative. Oh, okay, so that's the guy, Mr. Negative himself. So, I'll get through this. So, here you go, negative charge. Negative shield, side face up. Negative shield. That is the only side up. What is this stuff? Name your cards, people. Negative shield. Wait. Attach negative charge to Mr. Negative. Negative shield side face up unless players want an easier experience. There is no... Oh, there we go. I would... Negative shield... Whenever a card references something like this, I think it makes more sense for it to be a trait. Negative shield should be the trait part. Or why even call it negative charge and then have the thing called negative shield? Either way, what is it called? Negative charge or is it called negative shield? Which one is it? I would just rename this card to be Negative Shield. What's the point of the charge bit? But either way, that's Negative Shield up. Unless players want an easier experience. I don't know what that means. Do I not play this if I want it to be easier? Says I come into Dark Force stored. I'm not too sure what that means. Well, let's players want an easy experience. Does that mean I just remove it completely? Does it mean I flip it to the side? What does that mean? Again, the instructions, they need to be much clearer than this, because there's just too much ambiguity. It's permanent, so it can't be removed, but it's not setup. It doesn't have the word setup in it, and so therefore it's not required upon setup. It just permanent just means I can't remove it. I don't know what this means. I'm going to have it in play. I mean, I do want an easier experience. Who wouldn't? But I'm going to keep it because I don't understand the instruction about removing it. So the easier experience instruction, because that's not really an instruction. That's basically just text. It doesn't tell you to do anything. So I'm just going to keep it because that's what it says to do. Set aside each copy of Dark Force Energy. Okay, so they're all the same. Beautiful. Awesome picture as well. Brilliant picture. Set aside each copy of Dark Force. Each player puts an inner demon minion into play. Engage with them, ignoring the flip side of this card. Ignoring the flip side of this card? Well, I don't need to ignore it. You don't need to have that line because it doesn't exist as far as this card is concerned. Each player puts an inner demon minion into play. Engage with them. Full stop. That's it. So I go get one. I go put it into play. Inner demon, please be named. They're not, so I need to go find one. Is this one? Demon form, no. But again, another cool card. As in cool picture. Really like it. Negative surge. What does Inner Demon look like? Demon Brute. I mean, I assume it's one of these. Anti-Venom. Oh, I would have preferred not to have known that. There is no Inner Demon card. I must have missed it. It has to be here somewhere. Because it says the text says he unleashes his inner demons. So there has to be a card in here called, plus the card just says go find it. What's that? Demon Swordsman. No. What is going on here? Each player puts an inner demon minion into play. Engage with them. Ignore the flip side of this card. So it's a trait called Inner Demon. Okay, right. It's a trait, right. Okay. So it's not a card called Inner Demon. It's something that has a trait. That's in the trait font. Okay. That's on me. That's my fault. I didn't read that right. That is on me. It's quite clearly the trait font. I guess because it's in white, it kind of threw me off. Anyway, what are my choices here? This is on me. Oh, sorry. Here they are. Yeti is a bunch of witches running around breaking havoc somewhat. I had fun, but I guess it's not for everybody. But if you haven't seen WandaVision, then it won't probably make any sense. I have seen WandaVision. The last one I saw was just the atrociously bad Captain America Winter Soldier thing. It's just so painfully horrible that Marvel was essentially dead for me. And I watched the first and last episodes of Secret Invasion, and that's all I had to see. The first and last episodes told me everything I needed to know. I didn't miss anything, and it was still just utter rubbish, just total rubbish. So yeah, that's it. Marvel TV officially died on that day, which is a shame because some of it was actually pretty fun. I mean, I quite liked Ms. Marvel. That was sweet. I liked that one. She was great. She should get more work. She should get more stuff. There should be a. They should do like an A-Force movie and have Ms. Marvel in it, as in the young girl, not freaking Captain Marvel. Ms. Marvel, Iman, whatever her name is. She was great. Yeah, I didn't mind Ms. Marvel. But obviously wasn't geared to my age group. It's obviously geared for younger viewers, but that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm an old man. You should be gearing it to younger viewers. And yeah, One Division, I like that. That's good. How many more Inner Demons do I get? God, these cards look so good. I can't get over how awesome this works. It's such a simple idea, but man, it's eye-catching. It's so good. I mean, even when you see them side by side, I mean, it's just to sort of see the difference. It's just not that this looks bad, but this is just it's such a cool idea. There's got to be more, surely. Swordsman? No, I already got Swordsman. I'm sure I saw another one. So he doesn't say Inner Demon, so he doesn't count. Dark Force, Light Force. I love Cloak and Dagger so much. Drive. Demon Brute. Oh, okay, so there's 2 Brutes, 2 Swordsmen. They're your only 2 choices. Okay. Alright, so I need to grab one of these. So 0, 2, 4 or 1, 1, 3 when defeated. If Dark Force energy is attached to this minion, shuffle. No, it's attached to shuffle. Well, I guess I'm going the Swordsman. Alright. So I'll go that guy. Now, you don't actually need to have this next part of the sentence. Each player puts an Inner Demon minion to play engaged with them. Full stop. Because this trigger doesn't exist at this point. I've still got another sentence to go. Reveal the focus negativity side scheme. So I'm still on this scheme. This scheme doesn't exist as far as the game is concerned. So you can remove that bit. Because when I flip to here, it's too late now. Force Interrupt. When an Inner Demon minion enters play, attach set aside Dark Force energy and Mesa Negative. Great. But it's too late now because the setup process has already put it into play. It's already in play. It's not coming into play. So I don't have to trigger this regardless. It means nothing. So just to save some space, just get rid of that last half of that sentence. Reveal the focus negativity side scheme. Again, this one will be easier to find though because it's a side scheme, so it should be good. Nope. There it is. Again, looks great. Name your cards. Focused negativity. Okay, so I'll put these aside. I'll just chuck them. Here. Reveal the focus negativity side scheme. It should say find and reveal the negative side scheme. Consumed of hatred, Lee seeks one thing. Osborn City will suffer for Osborn's sins. You tell him, Mr. Negative. Tell him. So 1, 2, and then hinder 1. When revealed, attach a set aside copy of Dark Force Energy to Mr. Negative. Okie dokie. Alright, so he gets +1 scheme. Love this picture so much. Permanent. After attached character leaves play, set this card aside. Okay. When attached enemy attacks, give it a boost card. This attack gains overkill and piercing. Then set this card aside. work if it has permanent? I mean, I guess this overrides it. Then set this card aside. Permanent just means that it can't be affected by anything I do. So I guess that's okay. So when attached to enemy attacks, give it a boost card. This attack, well, it gets one anyway. Give it an additional boost card, is what it means. This attack gains overkill and piercing, then set this card aside. Okay. So it's a one-off boost effect. Okay. I like it. So this has an acceleration. Man, just look at that. It's just so cool. Okay, now we finally go to 1B. The two-faced Martin Lee escalates his bitter feud with Mary Norman Osborn. Is he two-faced? I mean, he's a politician, so I guess he's two-faced. Force to interrupt when in a demon minion into play. Attach to sensor copy that force negative. Imbue. Force response. After a minion enters play, move a copy of Dark Force energy from Mr. Negative to that minion. So they get two. So if he has one, not only do they get one when they come into play, but then they get another one. That's insane. That must be what he's referring to when he talks to these strategy tips, which I love. This is great. This is a great idea. Strategy tips. I need these because I suck. So, Mr. Negative attacks with Dark Force energy. Gets a boost card for each copy, and then the attack gains pierce and overkill. That's worded slightly differently. He gets one because it gets removed. That's not what it says here. When he attacks, you give him one. Then set it aside. I guess that's what I'm about. Because of this, you'll most likely experience many attacks from Mr. Negative, some of them very powerful and difficult to handle in the most typical ways. Thus, you should consider the following. Which is great. I love the last one. He's obviously a big fan of the Night Nurse, which is great. So this is a cool idea. But this is yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to comment until we actually see it in action. Because if he doesn't have one on him, then they don't get it. So, and he would have already attacked by the time that they come out. So it'll be only happen if he has multiple ones. Which he might get because of the shield. After a stunned or confused status is placed on Mr. Negative, choose. Discard that status card and deal 1 damage to Mr. Negative, or attach a set aside copy of Dark Force energy to him. So Mr. Negative himself is a 2/2 force response. After an ally is defeated by anything other than consequential damage, attach a set aside copy of Dark Force energy to Mr. Negative. Deal each player an encounter card. Wow. So there goes the chump blocking for my leadership Voltron deck. This has intrigued me. Alright. Shuffle. I'm going to put these down here actually because it looks like they're going to be used quite often. He's on 12. Focused in negativity is here. This is on 8. It starts on 1. Which is fair enough. It goes up by 1 each time. It doesn't have a lose condition because there's a part 2. So let's hope we just never get to part 2. We'll see how it goes. Okay, shuffle and 6 cards. Look at the show on the road. Can we survive, Mr. Negative? One, two. I'll mulligan these 2 and get 2. Oh, yeah. What a hand. I don't really need 2 spawning web kicks, but that's pretty good. Okay, so Peter's resource will give me web shooter. And then flip to Spidey. And then Swinging Web Kick and Ironheart will give me... No. Swinging Web Kick and Web Shooter will give me Maria. Who will give me another card. That's not the card I wanted. Webbed Up and Ironheart will give me Black Cat, who will give me 2 discards, and if they're mentals, I get to keep them. Nope. Nope. I know they're my mentals. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Let's do... so Maria will thwart 2 off of Focused Negativity. Consequential. Black Cat will do 1 to this dude. Take no consequential. Spidey will thwart the last one off of Focused Negativity. Alright. I think that's pretty much it. Ready. Let's get 4 cards. Okay. So that's all 3 Swinging Web Kicks out in the first go. That's interesting. And a Psychic and a Ronin. That's fascinating. Alright. 1. Don't need to worry about any of that. Don't need to worry about any of that. So when he attacks, we trigger this stuff. Didn't have a stun or confuse mess. Okay. Alright, well, he's attacking. So that triggers my Spidey sense, which gives me sidearm, which is not what I needed. So that means I will be defending. He gets a boost card because he's attacking, and then he gets another boost card because of Dark Force energy. When attached enemy attacks, give it a boost card. This attack gains every kill and piercing. Then set this card aside. Okay. So he's attacking. I said I'm defending, so he's attacking for... Oh, that's brutal. That's a lot. 2, 4, 6... and a boost effect. Draw 3 cards and discard 3 cards random from your hand. Okay. Let's deal with the damage first. So I'm defending for 3, 4, 5. So he does hit me for 1. I do retaliate for 1. And then I trigger the boost effect, which was draw 3 cards. So there's my 3. And now, so I've got event, ally, event, resource, upgrade. Okay, so there's my hand. And now I discard 3 at random. So I'm just going to hit this 3 times. 1, 2, 3. There we go. What have I missed? Oh, this guy then. Comes in for the attack. I'll just take it. Counter card is Salt. The villain attacks you. Oh my god. Okay. It triggers my spider sense. It is not backflip. guess I'm just taking it because after an ally is defeated by anything other than consequential damage, attach a set-aside copy of Dark Force energy to Mr. Negative. Does that matter? Do I care? I don't know. I don't know what the smarter play is here. He's going to hit me for like 4 points of damage. I'm going to take it. Yep. God damn, he just hit me for 5. That's crazy. This guy hits harder than Ronan. Okay, well, I'm flipping. This is madness. Maria's going to clear off those 2 and die. She died from consequential damage, so that's okie dokie. No, you know what? I'm not going to flip just yet. Maria clears those 2 and dies. Done. Strength and web shooter is going to pay for swinging web kick. Oh, he would have had another one for retaliate, by the way, because he hit me. So swinging web kick will put him down to 2. Then I'll flip. Peter's resource will give Black Cat inspired. Sidekick will give her sidearm. So attack and kill these guys. Dark Force is not attached to them, so they just die. I'm not using Genius to pay for Unflappable, but I do want to keep them though. So already get 4. Okay, sweet. So there's Maria coming back. And there's Ronan coming back. So that's not too bad. And the all-important backflip. Okay, this is workable. Although he's about to scheme. So 1. He schemes for 2 plus 1 is 3. There's no minion. Get an encounter card. It is Under Fire, which surges. Reveal the top card of the encounter deck, which is Corrupting Touch. When revealed, deal 3 damage to your hero or to an ally you control. Well, he's not a hero, so nothing happens. Well, I guess it's Black Cat then. So because I can't do it, deal 3 damage to your hero. He's not a hero. He's an alter ego. Or to an ally you control. So Black Cat just died. Heal 3 damage from Mr. Negative and give him a tough status card. 1, 2, 3. Tough. Anti-venom. Okay. He has a when defeated effect. Heal all damage from this minion, put him back into play under your control as a controlled ally. He gains victory 0 and hazard. His thwart is equal to his printed scheme. And he takes 2 consequential damage after he thwarts or attacks. 2, okay. 6 health those. Okay, that's pretty cool. So you beat them up and get them onto your side. Okay. But what happens from here? He's not only a demon. After a minion is played, move a copy of Dark Force from his deck to the minion. There is no copy of Dark Force. Oh, wait. But this triggers, right? After an ally is defeated by anything other than consequential damage, so it wasn't consequential, she got killed, attach a copy of Dark Force to him. So that happened from that treachery. She died. He gets a copy. He then got revealed and came into play. So that means I now move Dark Force energy from him to him. Wow. Okay. My turn. Jeez. Genius is going to pay for make the call and bring Black Cat back. She comes into play, so therefore she triggers her two mental resources thing. No. No? Thanks, Felicia. Appreciate it. Peter's resource is going to play call for backup. Peter's going to heal for 3. Flip. Web Shooter is going to pay for Unflappable. No, I'm going to keep Web Shooter and say Power Gloves pays for Unflappable. Okay. Gonna go do some shopping as the stores close around noon. Best of luck with the game. Thank you, man. Stay safe. Thanks for jumping on. She'll do 1 point of damage. To him. Ready, 4 cards. One. He activates and attacks, so I get a free card. I'm going to take it. He doesn't have a thingy, so he just gets the 1 card. He's doing 2. No. I'm going to defend. I'm going to defend. 2. Oh my god! He hits like a truck. It's madness. Alright, Retaliate will knock his tough off. And I didn't take any damage, so Unflappable gives me a card. Then Anti-Venom will attack me. And I will take it and backflip. So he gets a card because of Dark Force. Set this card. Excuse me. So he's attacking for 3 plus no boost. So 3. I'll backflip out of the way. Nothing happens. Get an encounter card. Excuse me. Bloody hell. Okay, so it's a scheme running interference. When revealed, each player must choose to either spend mental fist resources or place 2 threat here. It's not worth It's not worth it. I'll just put 2 threat there. It's fine. Okay, my turn. Enhanced Spider Sense, Power Gloves, and Web Shooter is going to pay for Miles, who comes in and does 4 points damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Black Cat hits him for 1 and kills him. He then comes into play as looking for me. Heal all damage to this minion and put him back into play under your control as a controlled ally. It's victory 0 and hazard. His thought is equal to his previous scheme, and he takes 2 points damage after he attacks with thoughts. Cool. Well, we're going to thwart. 1, 2. He takes 2 consequential damage. Miles takes the 1 from his attack. Whipped Up is going to pay for Aunt May. That's all I can do. Ready. I might get rid of it. I don't plan on flipping down, so I'll get rid of that and get the full 5. Okay, that was a good choice because that means I then get sidearm. Alright, cool. 1, he activates. Is this counted as putting a minion into play? I damaged him. He leaves play. He then... When defeated. So to be defeated, he has to therefore take lethal damage. So he took lethal damage. He is defeated. From this minion. Heal all damage from this minion and put him back into play. So he comes back into play as a controlled ally. So he now has the trait controlled. But it specifically says ally, as a controlled ally. Does that change the card type from minion to ally, which therefore ignores this after a minion enters play? Because he's no longer a minion, he's now an ally. I think that's the spirit of how it's meant to work. He's no longer a minion, so wouldn't get... I mean, it doesn't matter because he didn't have one to give him, but still, I'm just interested just in case that occurs again. I would say no, that he's because he's now an ally. That doesn't trigger, so we'll go with that. Anyway, Mr. Negative is attacking me. It triggers my Spidey sense. It's not backflip. I'm gonna defend. So he hits me for 3. I defend. I retaliate back. I do unflappable and get a free card. There's no allies, so I get my encounter card. It is Demon Form. Okay, I'm interested in this one. When revealed, you may change form. If you're in hero form, attach a set-aside copy of Dark Force Sage, which is negative. Mr. Negative attacks you. Other characters cannot defend against this attack. You may change form. So it'd be on the villain turn, so I'd get a free resource because I would change to resource side. Yeah, you know what? I will, because then he doesn't get his attack. If you're in hero form, attach a set-aside copy to Mr. Blah, 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 blah. None of this is real. What is more real than fear? Okay, so that essentially doesn't do anything because I'm now in Ultra form. So, okay, so now it's my turn. Right, May 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you very much. I have a free resource. I'll use the free resource to give me web shooters, which I can't use while I'm in AE. So I'll flip back. That was pretty cool. It was actually finally a treachery that wasn't just the end of the game. A treachery that wasn't just instant loss. Talking about that, quick aside. One of the creators on the Discord is working on a Wildcat hero, and it looks great as always. I jokingly said that Wildcat is so awesome that he should have a card that just says, "I'm Wildcat," and I think I said no. I said because I'm Wildcat, or my name is Wildcat, or something like that. I don't know. It's like the Batman thing, right? And that just wins him the game. I think it's because I'm Wildcat, and it wins him the game. And this creator liked, of course, is not going to make that card because it's ridiculous. But liked the joke and said that they were going to use that as the title of one of their cards. So that was pretty cool. Wildcat is awesome. Back to this, I will give Spider Tracer. Will give Black Cat Sidearm. Energy will pay for rapid response. And I'll just give her Honorary Avenger. Just for the lulz. Set her up for later. So she's now hitting for 2. So 1, 2. And heal. Thwart for 2? No. Miles will thwart for 1 to get rid of this, which means he can then thwart for 2 off of this, because that's actually more dangerous. So he gets 2 consequential. Miles has already gotten his 1 consequential. Okay. I think we're good. I'm going to keep this for safety's sake. I get these last 3, and so that means I need to get 1 more. So I decked out. I get 1 more, and I get an encounter card. Next turn. Just gonna check that there. Villain turn. 1. He attacks. Activates my spider sense. I get a card. It's not backflip. So I'll defend. Oh, jeez, man. It's for 5. But I defend for 5. Yay. So I retaliate back for 1. And I'm going to unflappable for a key card. Cool. It's pretty easy. Alright, now. So it was a rough start. Very rough start. But I think I'm in a bit of a groove now. As long as I don't let them die from anything other than consequential damage, I think I'm good. I haven't given him any stunned or confused status cards. That's why I haven't bothered webbing him up. He's just going to have to ignore it anyway. I mean, it'll stop the first one, but it won't stop the second one. And 4 just for 1 is way too expensive. Anyway, counter card. So I got 2 to deal with. First one is media coverage. This is really nasty card, actually. It's a lot nastier than you think. Resolve each win revealed ability that you reveal 1 additional time. It's pretty brutal. Easy to get rid of though, so it's good. Alright, here we go. Here's a minion. So that triggers when an inner demon minion enters play, attach a set aside copy. So 2 Mesa negative. It doesn't go to him, it goes to negative. Force response. After a minion enters play, move a so this is what I'm saying. I can see why it would be 2 separate things, right? Because not all the minions are inner demons. There are other minions in play, right? Cloak and Dagger and Anti-Venom, and I assume there's some goons in some of the modulars. So the interrupt. When an inner demon minion enters play, attach a set aside copy of Dark Force Energy Native. There it is. And then force response. After a minion enters play, move a copy of Dark Force Energy from its native to that minion. I'm positive this is how it works. That's how it reads. Interrupt is before response. So if it's an inner demon, it triggers the 2 things, and then sort of daisy chains onto him. If it's just any other minion, obviously it doesn't trigger giving him 1, but it does trigger the move thing. So if it doesn't have 1, it doesn't get done. So I think that makes sense. Alright, so this guy's pretty beefy, but that's the end of that. Now, what to do. I'm going to flip to Alter Ego. He gets a free mental resource. I'm going to use that to get rid of media coverage. Then Genius is going to give me Suit Up. No, it's not. Does it say put it into my hand? Add them to your hand. Yeah. So I'm going to search for an ally and something that can go to that ally. And put them in my hand, which is what it says to do, right? So then I'm going to use Enhanced Spider Sense, put Spider Tracer on this dude. And then Webbed Up, we'll put Reinforced Suit on Anti-Venom. Oh wait. He has a hazard icon. I should have had another encounter card. Okay. Trigger abilities are ones with bold timing triggers. Bold timing triggers. So it means I couldn't have done the resource to get rid of the other card. So do an identity card. So I'm going to say that Inspired actually paid for web thingy because I had to use an identity card which is webbed up to get rid of this. So I've lost a card. Okay, let's do that. Which means I now can't afford to put Power Gloves onto Black Cat, which is a shame. because I can't use this because it has to be in hero form. I could use Maria, but yeah, I'm going to use Maria. Put Power Gloves onto Black Cat. Anti-Venom's going to hit him for 3. Take 2 consequential, but he's still alive because he has reinforced suit. And then Black Cat's going to hit him for 2 and kill him. He gets shuffled back in to the encounter deck because he had a Dark Force thing. That gets lost. Gets shuffled back in. Spider Chaser triggers and takes 3 off of here. Because she attacked, she triggers her Power Gloves. I'm going to swap these around. And does 1 point of damage to him. Bye-bye. Alright. That triggers his change. Deal each player an encounter card. Okay. He then goes to stage 3. Stage 3 is 3/3. Criminal negative drain. Force response. After an ally is defeated by anything other than consequent damage, touch says I copy Dark Force damage is negative. There is nothing good that I cannot corrupt. He starts with 20 hit points. That's a lot. But it makes sense. Alright, and then Miles will hit him for 2. And he died from consequential, so that's fine. Ready? I can't flip back to Spidey, so I'll stay in Alter Ego and I will get 6 cards. Sweet. Sweet. Don't really care. Cool. Don't really care. Alright. 1. He triggers and schemes for 3 plus 2 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bang! Straight into it. He goes to stage 2. Reign of Terror. As Lee and the Inner Demons spread fire across the city, total anarchy is near. Well, that's unfortunate. Nobody wants total anarchy. When revealed, discard 5 per player cards from the encounter deck. Then, each player searches the encounter deck, or, if necessary, the discard pile, for a minion, and puts it in play engaged with them, ignoring the flip side of this card. Again, you don't need to say that. It doesn't exist. Attached to says I copy Dark Force energy. Right, so I discard 5 cards in encounter deck. Straight up, just discard 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Then, each player searches the encounter deck, or if necessary, the discard pile for a minion and puts into play engage them. You don't really need the or if necessary. It just says just search the encounter deck or discard pile. I guess in this way you're saying you must search the encounter deck first, and if there is none, then go to the discard pile. I think that's what you're trying to do there. So, which is fine. So I'll search the encounter deck first, which is what it says to do, and get. Does it have to be in the demons, right? Oh, for a minion. Well, let's get Cloak and Dagger. What do they do? I get to keep them. I mean, hell yeah. He doesn't have any Dark Force stuff on him, so hey, mine now. And then attach the set-aside copy of Dark Force energy which negative. Okie dokie. Done. Flip to 2B. It has a lose condition. Starts on 3 per player. It's brutal. Love the picture. It's great. Goes to 12. Got the Inner pool. What's the word? The effect? Forced interrupt? Bloody hell. Learn how to speak English. After a minion, After a minion's play, move a copy of Dark Force energy from its negative to that minion. So it's got all the stuff. Blah blah blah. 3 looks awesome. All right. So now you see she's basically just ramped it up now. So I've got Cloak and Dagger. She's got a when defeated effect, which is fine. was his thing. So she came in from that. So that means she gets to scheme 1, 2 because she came in from that effect. So it's now still her turn. So she schemes. Then we get that one. I get another encounter card. Spreading fear. When revealed, discard cards on the top of the encounter deck until a criminal minion or the mirror odds spread is danger. Size commits discard. Reveal that card. I don't really want to do that. Yeah, I'm going to say no to that. You can get rid of webbed up, play enhanced spider sense, and say no. This better not be Shadows of the Past. Negative sword. Alright, gets another one. Another cool picture. Weapon. Has to miss negative. That makes sense. While Mr. Negative is attacking, this card gains Amplify. Hero responds after Mr. Negative attacks you, discard. I'll spend fist-to-fist resources to discard this card. After he attacks you, I can do it. Okay. And I forgot that I actually get another card because of Anti-Venom's Hazard. So another encounter card is cannot the villain each minion engage. Oh no, it's Alter Ego Surge. So another one. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Vulture's plans go in, sweeping through. Vulture comes down. This goes into play. 1, 2, 3. Each player places a random card from the head face down here. I'm just going to randomize here. 2 web shooters goes down there. Now, a minion came into play. After a minion into play, move a copy from this to that minion. There it is. He doesn't get to scheme, but he does have quick strike, but that doesn't matter because I'm in Alter Ego. Wow, a lot happened that villain turn. That was a lot. Excuse me, sorry about that. Okay, my turn. That is a lot. After he attacks you. I can't really do anything with his free resource. I can't really do anything. Strength will put team training into play. Wait, did I wrap a response out when Black Cat died earlier? I don't think I did. Surely not. I don't have anything to spend his resource on, so he's just going to flip. Anti-Venom's going to do 3 points of damage. Cloak and Dagger. Black Cat's gonna do 1 to Cloak and Dagger. Kill them. Well, 2 technically, right? No. Yeah, you know what? No. I'm gonna say do 2 to Vulture. Technically doing 2. 2 to Vulture, and then use Power Gloves to do the 1 point of damage to Cloak and Dagger. So they die, they come back. They're now mine. Anti-Venom's actually technically still alive because this gives him +1 hit point. So they're under my control, and they give Accelerate. That's fine, but they're under my control now, and they don't trigger any of that stuff. So let's kill Vulture using them, and I think they take 2 consequential, right? 2 consequential, right? So there's their 2 consequential. Vulture's dead. This gets thrown away. Everybody's done done something except for Spidey. So he's going to thwart for 1. That's pretty much all he can do. Okay, that was a very boring turn. Ready. Oh, God. What just happened then? How weird is that? Ready and 4 cards. What? Give me my card. Okay, so backflip's obviously the most important thing. Endurance is good. Sky Cycle's good for Black Cat. Yeah. That's good work. Alright, so we've got 1 from the acceleration, from normal. Then we've got 1 from this acceleration. Then we've got 1 from Cloak and Dagger's acceleration. So we're up to 7. He activates. I get a free card. Okay. I am going to backflip because he's attacking for... He gets... Oh, he doesn't have a thing, but he doesn't. He gets Amplify. You know what? I will defend. So 3, 4. I successfully defend. He gets Retaliate. I get Unflappable. Gives me a free card. Now this has a boost effect that says if this activation deals damage to a friendly character, stun that character. Dealt no damage. So that takes care of that. Now he attacked me, so I can now, as a hero response, spend 2 Fist. So I will. Sidekick and Sidearm. How appropriate. Oh, no. I'm going to keep Sidearm. No. I'll get rid of Sidekick. We'll do the 2 Fists to get rid of his sword. Pretty sure I did that right. Yep. Spend Fist. Let's go this card. Okay. Alright. Encounter cards. 1 from normal. 1 from the hazard. Let's make sure I haven't got anything else. No. Okay. When revealed, stun your hero. If Vulture's in play, this card gains Surge. He's not in play. Ah, wrong card. He's not in play, and I can't get stunned because I have stolen it. Have I done a thing where I haven't done the... Did I not shuffle when I put the cards back in? I really bloody hope I did. When revealed, discard 1 card at random from your hand, from each player's hand. Place 1 through the main scheme for each different resource type. Discard it this way. Okay, so 1 card at random is... Oh, bummer. What a bummer. 1 through on the main scheme. Oh, that is the one. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Alright, that's fine. My turn. Web Shooter is going to pay for endurance. 1, 2, 3. Anti-Venom's going to thwart for 2. 1, 2, and then finally die. But he served me well. Bloody hell, Anti-Venom. You kicked a lot of butt. He gains victory. So I'll resize him and he gains victory 0. I mean, you served me well, sir. Thank you for your service. And then Cloak and Dagger will thwart for 2. They are technically still alive. Oh, lost reinforced suit. Black Cat will attack for 2. And then Power Glove 1 more. And Spidey will do nothing. Except be Spidey. This is of no use to me. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say I didn't spend that. And I spent that. And then this is no use to me. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to do that instead. Alright, so ready. And then 4 cards. Okay, that's interesting. Just going to do a quick save because I just had a very strange glitch on my side. I don't know if you guys saw it, but doing a quick save. Okay, villain 1, then an acceleration icon 2, and then an acceleration icon. So 3, back up to 7. Mr. Negative attacks. He triggers my Spidey sense. He doesn't have a thinny, so I'm going to defend this. So he hits me for 3, 5. I defend for 5. So he retaliates back for 1. And I use Unflappable. This has a boost effect. Deal 1 damage to your hero or confuse your identity. So it's either deal 1 damage or confuse. Can I choose confuse but then say, well, now I can't be confused because I'm stalwart? Or do I just deal 1 damage? I think it's just it's the harsh rule, right? So you would just deal 1 damage. So I'll just play it as that. Counter cards. 1, the hazard icon's now gone because Anti-Venom's dead, so it's just the 1, and it is Demon Brute. So, Enter Demon triggers. When the Enter Demon minion is player attached to the set aside a copy of Dark Force Minions Negative. And because a minion enters play, he then gets it attached to him. I'm positive that's how it works. That's how it's worded, so that's how I'm doing it. My turn. This guy doesn't have guard. He doesn't have guard. So, I could just do 1, 2, 3, and kick him in the face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then Cloak and Dagger can hit for 2 and die. They then go into victory. And then Black Cat can hit him for 2. And then Power Glove. In the face! Alright. That's Mr. Negative. Just let's make sure I absolutely haven't missed any triggers. I hope I'm playing that right. That's how it reads to me. He gets 1 and then he gets 1. So it just sort of doubles up the nastiness if they're a inner demon. But if they're not an inner demon, you move one from him. So if he doesn't have one, then he doesn't get one. I quite like it. I like the mechanics. If I'm playing it right, then I like the mechanic. If I'm not playing it right, then it needs to be reworded. The after I realized to feel about anything other consequential, nobody ever was. I didn't jump block a single time, which for me is very shocking. I never gave him a stunned or confusing status card, so I never had to trigger this ever. MVP anti-venom for sure. I like this if they've got a Dark Force energy, they get shuffled back in trigger. I like that. And I never let a minion attack me if they had one of these. I just immediately got rid of it, so don't have to worry about that. I think that was a clean game. I think that was clean. So, I mean, a couple of things right at the very start, but other than that, yeah. So, Mr. Negative, opinion, feedback, review. Yeah, I said it multiple times, but visually, it is just bloody awesome. Just unbelievably cool looking. It's one of the best I've ever seen. It's just amazing. And just so simple. I shudder to think how much work it took, but it just looks great. Although really it could have just been make sure the background is black and change all the rest of the text. Oh man, I've got to get these allergies. Crazy. Change the text to white, but I don't want to downgrade. Just how cool it looks. It looks amazing. So it's an awesome. And I mean, look at the contrast in colors and great use of images as well. Although I probably would have flipped this image around so they're facing the other way, so there's less negative space. But his name is Mr. Negative, but they look sick. That looks sick. This looks sick. Oh, it's just, wowza. I mean, the Dark Force energy card itself looks awesome. Yeah. I had some trouble right at the very start in terms of him just hitting like a truck. But in all fairness, that's what the sheet says. That's what it's going to do. So I can't. What can you say? You can't fault that, right? So, he does what's written on the box, and damn, he does. I mean, he hit like a truck. Spidey was on the ropes right at the start there. But once I got the groove going, once I got some build happening, I didn't even need this. It was pointless. I might just get rid of that. Yeah, once I got the build going, it was definitely happening. This is the second MVP. That's amazing. If I didn't have this, if I was playing multiplayer, it might be a different story. He would definitely be tougher in multiplayer. And if I wasn't playing the campaign, I wouldn't have access to this card. If I was just playing just against him just normally, I think he would have smashed me right at the start there. I think that would have been very bad. Would have gone very badly. So I like that. I may have grumbled a bit during the actual game itself. I might have sounded like that I was annoyed. But I was annoyed as a player, not as this is bad design. I was more annoyed with hey, I'm getting hammered and I don't like to lose. Nobody likes to lose. So don't take that grumbling as commentary on the scenario itself. Yeah, I like. I mean, I do like the fact that he punishes you if you just chump block all the time. Some people see that as sort of a cheap way. That's why allies are the strongest archetype in the game. Allies are very, very powerful, and if you're playing leadership, then they are super, super powerful. So it's I can see that. So I do like that. Um, I don't know what more I can say that I haven't already said. I like it. I think he's well balanced. I'll give him that. Um, and it's just so really the rest of it is just niggly stuff. There's absolutely no need to reference an ability that doesn't exist. So um, this ignoring the flip side of this card, it just doesn't need to be there. It doesn't actually make any sense to be there because the flip side of the card doesn't exist as far as this side of the card is concerned. So putting a minion into play at this point doesn't trigger this and can't. So let's get rid of that. And there was something else. Again, niggly. Oh yeah, the negative shield thing. So I just don't understand what that means. Negative shield side face up unless players want an easier experience. Now, I think it needs more. My translation is put it shield side face up is the standard version. But if you want it to be a bit easier, you put it to this one. So set aside copies of Dark Force energy may be stored under this card while they are set aside, so that these eventually disappear. That's the idea I get, right? Because they just go back, set aside, come back in, aside in, right? Whereas this one, if they get set aside, they go under here, which means that they're effectively out of the game. They're no longer set aside. They're out of the game completely. So I think that's what it means by make it easier, is you basically can't trigger this business. This business. I think that's the intention. But again, I just don't think it's clear enough. I don't know what the answer is though. I guess it just. Since you're going to be getting rid of this, ignoring the flip side of this card section, which I insist needs to go, it gives you a little bit more space to put in maybe some extra wording. There's negative shield side face up, full stop. If you want an easier experience, flip it to the other one. Oh, this one. So B or something to the, give it a trait. I would move negative shield off of here and make it the trait of the card, and then give this one and say this one's, because it's just why is it called negative charge if the ability is called negative shield? It's kind of strange. So keep the negative charge but have negative shield as the trait side up, and then have this one be power. I don't know. Call it whatever you want, but and then reference it on this side. Full stop. If you'd like an easier experience, use the X side. Power waning or anger, power depleting side or something. I don't know. Whatever. Something like that. Well, like I said, legally, the campaign, and again, what a champion in a leadership deck. He was awesome. Yeah. The campaign itself, I love it. Absolutely love it. The story's quite basic, but it all works. It's your classic gang war type comic story. Love it. It doesn't need to have more than it's got. I love the choice of using official content as well as the custom content. 3 scenarios is the perfect length, and I completely agree with Andy's comments in the chat. Is 3 scenarios, it's a perfect sort of one and done, gone. That's your day. You get a group of mates, boom, you got 3 scenarios. You can do the whole campaign in one shot, and it feels cool doing it. I think it's a cool idea. I don't understand why there's not more of it. It's inspired me. I was thinking of doing one for my Star Wars. I've got 2 Star Wars modules that deal with the undead in the Star Wars universe. So I was thinking of doing a 3rd one and sort of chaining them together. But I mean, it goes against the using official content, obviously, because of Star Wars content. But something like that. But then I was thinking also with the Marvel stuff, could I chain some of that and stuff? So I love it so much because it's a cool idea and it's inspired me, and it sort of helped me sort of get me out of the sort of the funk that I was in. That's FUNK, Twitch and YouTube, not the other word, which is great. So I respect that. So Eddie, thank you so much for A, creating City and Chaos, and B, Mr. Negative. I think he's great. And I think he's up for Seal, up for nomination. I think he's been nominated and is part of the new Seal process. If he is, 100% agree he should be. I love him. I think he's great. He sets a new standard for aesthetics and theme at the very least. He just looks awesome. But I enjoyed him. I had fun playing him, and yeah, he was a challenge, which this deck doesn't usually get. Although that being said, Sandman did beat me. Sandman annihilated me like 2 turns. I think that was more I just played bad and a bad hand. But Mr. Negative was a lot of fun, so I highly recommend it. If you're not a member of the custom Discord and you want to see more cool stuff like this, then I'll have a link in the chat for joining the Discord and come and see all the cool stuff. There's so much more that I won't be able to cover myself, for years. I've got years of content if I want. So go in there and check these talented people, and you get high quality stuff like this. So this is what you're going to get if you join. And come in and say hello, and if you want to create stuff yourself, there's people there that'll help you, including myself. Help you put stuff together and contribute. But Andy N, a triumph. Well done, sir. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I really appreciate it. If you're watching it on YouTube, please like and subscribe and all that sort of stuff. And leave a comment. Say hello. That'd be cool. I appreciate it. I love hearing about you. Hearing from you. I got a comment on one of my videos, the TTS, how to play Marvel Champions on TTS. And the comment at first kind of sounded rude. It was like all the useful content starts at the 14-minute mark. So at first glance, we've not seen tone. Like comments can not really be tone. It's kind of offensive, right? It's like, does that mean that the first 14 minutes is crap? And no, of course that's not what they meant. What they meant was if you come here to learn about Marvel Champions, then that starts at 14 minutes. The first 14 minutes is me, introducing myself and the channel and saying hello and talking about Steam and how to install TTS and that sort of, the workshop and stuff. So technically a correct statement. There is the actual playing, as the title suggests, playing Marvel Champions on TTS starts at 14 minutes. So we had a bit of an exchange in the comments, and meeting of the minds, and it was good. And that's the way it should be. It doesn't automatically. You can't be offended at every single thing you read. There are some people out there that just want to be contrarians. True, but most people don't. They're open to a conversation, meeting of the minds, and having a discussion. So I love it. So I welcome that. So if you have positive or negative things to say, by all means, chuck it on there. Leave a comment. I appreciate the fact that you took the time to leave a comment. Be respectful. That'd be nice. Try and be respectful. I've mentioned in the past about that. But yeah, if there's something you don't like and you think I can improve on, that'd be great. Cool. There are improvements in the works. Might be able to sort of like enhance the sort of the viewing experience and do some sort of that flashy stuff that other content creators. My videos are very, very simple. It starts off, there's no intro screen, it's just bang, it's on there, and away you go. um, I very extremely rarely edit, because I just don't really have the time or the skill to do so. But maybe one day we'll have something a little bit more fancy if that's your thing. Number one on the list is obviously getting rid of this hum in the background. Oh my god, I hate it. But yeah, anyway, things coming along and stuff, and hopefully I can stream, more often, and hopefully get some more creators on here like live with me. That's a lot of fun. Getting the actual creators on here to sort of talk about their stuff and play a game. I think it's cool. So yeah. Anyway, I've rambled for enough. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate all of you. And as always, look after yourself and each other. Thank you very much.